All right, so we ready to go or what?
All right, yeah. Before we start, I got a question for you.
What question is that?
All right, so as a jeweler, what is the most common question people ask you?
I would say the most frequent question that I get asked is probably, how did I get into the business? Okay, we ready to go?
Yep. Wisdom Jeweler, take one.
To those of you who are new, I want to reintroduce myself.
My name is Ho.
To our Instagram page, to our social media, we appreciate you. And to those of you who have been with us since day one, much love. We appreciate the support. Some of you may realize that we've been MIA for the last little bit, but that's because we've been head down, grades up, making sure that we're creating the most amazing pieces for you guys and giving our clients the best experience that they can possibly have, and also growing Wisdom's Jewelers. I think it's time to tell the story. So a lot of people ask me how I got into the industry, and one of the things that always stands true to me is definitely going to be this piece here. This is the first piece that I created before I got into the industry that was significant, and it had a lot of sentimental value. Prior to being in the jewelry industry, I was in the clothing industry, and myself and a really close friend of mine, we used to wholesale clothing. That was the business. We were doing really well, and as time progressed, we were in a position where it made a lot of sense for me to create something that was unique to him and I. Like, we always liked jewelry, and one of the things that I wanted to do was create a piece of jewelry for him. And as we were going through that process, he ended up passing away. And when he passed, I said, you know what? I wanted to make something that was significant to remember him instead. Moral of the story is, being a jeweler and being somebody who's in this industry today, I understand what goes into a special piece and what goes into something that's significant when it comes to jewelry. Going through the industry of creating this special piece, a lot of prospects or a lot of pieces of it weren't as personal as I would have liked. I wasn't able to really express exactly what I wanted to encompass in this particular piece. I wasn't necessarily able to receive all of the information from the jeweler that I was working with to truly create something special. One thing that's always been a key for me, and it's been the most important thing, is making sure that any client who comes to me or any person who wants to engage with me or understand how the jewelry process goes in terms of creating custom jewelry is making sure that they feel like they're important, right? And it's not that I want to make sure that they feel they're important, it's because every individual who crosses my desk, every person who comes in and sets an appointment with us is extremely important, because I remember being in a position myself when I used to look for jewelry, or when I used to be in a position where I wanted to get something special for my significant other or for somebody who mattered to me. And there were a lot of jewelers out there who didn't necessarily give me the time of day. So for me, regardless of the budget, regardless of how much this individual wants to spend or what type of piece they want to build, it's important to me, because I understand that jewelry is something that's a little bit more than a dollar value. Jewelry is something that's an expression. It's something that's a piece of art. It's something that's a time in our life. It's a milestone. So for me, Justin, at Wisdom's Jewelers, the key is to make sure that we can represent you in any piece of jewelry that you hope to create with us. And we want to show you a lot of love and appreciate you for choosing us to help you express those special times and those milestones in your life.